Hi, my name is Annie Weatherwax. I'm a painter, author, sculptor, and animator. I went to Rhode Island School of Design and I studied sculpture at RISD. And then once I got out of school, I immediately became a bartender because that's what you do with a sculpture degree. But I eventually found my way into sculpting superheroes and cartoon characters. And some of the characters I've worked on include characters for DC Comics and Nickelodeon, Warner Brothers, Fox TV, and I once flew a sculpture of Jar Jar Binks out to George Lucas's ranch. And basically what I would do is they would hand me a sketch, and sometimes it was only on a napkin, and I'd bring it back to my studio and sculpt the character in clay first, and a lot of them were only about this big. So then I would take the clay, I'd clean up the clay, I'd make a rubber mold, and I'd cast it in wax and finish it off so it looked perfect. And they would take my original prototype, or they'd make a steel mold and then mass produce their product from that original sculpture. I did a series, you probably don't know Gilligan's Island. That's a kooky TV show that I grew up with. This couple there were 7 characters in this program, and I did all 7 of them. They were pretty large paintings, so they bought all of them, and then they designed and built a modern architectural house in Florida around the paintings. I'm dyslexic, so I quite naturally gravitated towards the visual arts. But I'd always wanted to be a writer. I never thought I could be because I had such difficulty reading. But I kind of discovered a way into writing, which was through pictures, actually. Discovered that I had this really keen ability to visualize, and I would sit inside a picture in my head, and that's how I'd describe it from that picture in my head. That's how I wrote a novel that way. And then before the book was published, it was an option to become a movie. So it was all very, very fast. But I still sort of feel like at my core, I'm a visual artist. And in fact, my writing, I feel like, is visual art. It's just that I'm using words to make the picture. I like to draw, I like to make a mess on the page, just with my pencil, and then I step back and try to see what's there and pull things out of that mess. I call it the cloud method. The first thing you're taught to do as a painter is to cover up all the white space. You put a wash over the whole thing just to get rid of it. But it is kind of a process of editing and, just sort of going back and forth into the different shapes and colors and working it until something satisfying comes out of it.